Hey everybody, welcome back to Zach Tech Reviews. On this channel we look at tech, mobile accessories, and gadgets. And I've been using the iPhone 10 here for just about 9-10 days straight here. And here are my final thoughts. Now, first of all, let me point out that yes, I am more partial and used to using the Google or Android ecosystem. I've always been an Android user. My first device was an HTC, and then we went to a few of the Nexus devices, and then Samsung, and then back to Nexus, and then back to Samsung, and now I'm kind of going between the Galaxy X8 and the Pixel 2. So here are my thoughts. I really like this phone. I want to really like this phone even further, but when I got into my everyday workflow, so for my regular career and what I do for my main income, I couldn't use this phone. There's a lot of processes and things I was doing that were broken that I couldn't do the same in terms of, you know, how to get certain files and different processes and how everyday flow works. The camera on this phone is absolutely spectacular. The display is absolutely gorgeous. Let's go ahead and get this unlocked. Of course, sometimes the Face ID does not work. There we go, get that unlocked. The display on this is absolutely awesome. I really like the gestures and how everything works, and everything seems to be working quite nice. You know, great display, not a lot of issues with how things work. I really like, you know, how intuitive it is and how everything looks. But like I said, going into my regular workflow and how things work, I was having some issues here, and I really couldn't get used to it. The build quality and everything, the way it feels in the hand is really phenomenal. I mean, I probably wouldn't rock this normally without a case, but yeah, it has some really good curves to it. Really, a really good thumbs up here to Apple. They've done a really great job, but unfortunately the ecosystem and the way that the phone works for myself personally, I won't be keeping this phone, unfortunately. So I will be actually returning the iPhone 10, and we'll see what happens next year. One thing that really threw me off with the iPhone 10 is the fact that I can't get notifications. I don't see them at the top here right away. I have to swipe down to see that. With an Android, for example, I can see all the icons at the top. I really like that about Android, how I can see that. Of course, you know, I can see the notifications on the lock screen, but it's helpful when you can see at the top, okay, I've got 4 or 5 tweets to check out, some emails, just little things like that just kind of broke my workflow and how I do things with a phone. But other than that, you know, if you're into the Apple ecosystem, you're gonna want to get this, definitely. It takes some getting used to without having a home button. But Face ID is very quick when it does work. I'm going to say obviously it's not as dependable as a regular fingerprint reader. Maybe we'll see Apple bring that back in the future, who knows. But yeah, not for myself, but a big thumbs up to Apple. So that's my thoughts on the Apple iPhone 10. Let me know what you think down here. Do you have an iPhone 10? Do you plan on getting one? Do you have any other questions for myself about, you know, going from Android to Apple and then kind of going back and how it was? Let's have a conversation down below, and we'll go from there. If you guys like the content here, think about leaving a thumbs up. It would be appreciated. Think about hitting that subscribe button as well, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Cheers.